Hey, what's up guys? Both the rank 1 and 2 player in the world are only using this deck. This deck has extreme speed when it's cycling to the Goblin Drill evolution. By dropping logs, skeletons, tornadoes, and knights, you can keep your magic archers alive while cycling to the Goblin Drill evolution, and getting evolved skeletons is a nice freebie too. Once you release evolved Goblin Drill on the map, you're gonna get damage every time. It spawns all over the tower so the opponent can't keep up, while their towers get dwindled down by the Magic Archer and Goblin Demolisher sneaky splash damage. This deck has been at the top of the game for years, but swapping out Spear Goblins for Goblin Demolisher has made it even better. When you go for a Drill and Goblin Demolisher at the same time, the opponent freaks out and will have to overspend Elixir. It's basically a Bomber Giant Skeleton wall breaker. It's time to use the deck that's ruling the top ranks to assert dominance. And massive Magic Archer love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. Yo, this guy's got Electro Giant in the banner. It's time for us to do a electrifying dance with goblins and evolved skeletons all around the tower. Y'all already know, first play, drop the drill. It is a phenomenal strategy because you're going to get to the evolution. And if your opponent's dropping 4 elixir like a defensive Tesla, it's not going to hurt us. Like, sure, it can defend against whatever spam we're dropping for a neutral elixir trade, but it's not going to do tower damage to me. The evolved Tesla doesn't send shockwaves through the arena. I mean, what if they evolve it twice? What if they, you know, in 2030, Clash Royale's like, we got to level up the spectacular strategies that people can do. We need 2 evolutions in the game, and then the Tesla starts doing that. You guys can blame me for that. I created that, you know? Also, Magic Archer, the man, the myth, the legend, locking onto the tower, hitting the knight, and forcing out another Tesla. This is awesome. We can spectacularly go in for another drill and become the worst dentist that this guy didn't want to see. It's time for his yearly checkup as we check in and deliver some damage. So it's more than just a regular dentist damage to your wallet. It's also damage emotionally. This guy is not very happy. As you can see, he's angry. He was crying. He's sad. He's all sorts of mad. Anyway, I'm glad that I can go in for a knight here and then I can go in for a demolisher. The reason why this deck has demolisher is because it's way more effective on offense comparatively to running in a deck that just has spear goblins. You don't have the luxury of getting value with the spear goblins every time, but when you have demolisher, you can knock your opponent's units back. You can make them drop cards that they don't want to. Everything about it is just generally better. We're gonna go for a drill here. We're gonna take some damage, but you know, I'm totally fine with it. We go for the drill, it pops around, and then we continuously get value. Especially when he's got Cannoneer, it is kind of funny. It is a derpy card counter to us. He's so angry. He's dropping an Ice Wizard. He's just like wondering where he went wrong. But in reality, we know he's got an Expo deck, and he's still in a prime position to make a comeback. Expo, when you play against it with Ice Wizard and Evolved Tesla, it's not easy. Also, Ice Wizard, that was rude, my dude. I'm not used to the Ice Wizard splash radius getting increased. It was somehow able to lock onto something it shouldn't have. Also, Tornado with Magic Archer, pretty broken. We forced a Tornado from our opponent there, which he obviously did not want to drop. I could go Bomb Tower, actually, and I think that's an okay strategy. Because we preserve our Magic Archer, which is our best anti-air response, so we might be able to kill the Baby Dragon? Oh, how is the Magic Archer still alive? I actually don't know. I really don't understand. I really don't understand how that Magic Archer is still living. All right, we force out a Barbarrel that he didn't want to drop. That's cool. We're going to be able to blast back his other stuff, and then definitely go in for Evolved Skeleton Split so we can get even more value. The cool thing about this, we can do one of these, where we drill, and then we go for a Knight, and we force a Poison, but he has to defend against the right side too, because if that skeleton locks, he loses. So he went for a Barbarrel and a Knight, cards that he didn't want to drop. Okay, so it's a graveyard deck. I don't know what I was thinking. We saw the Poison, so yeah, it's definitely graveyard. He hasn't had any opportunities to go in for good graveyards. Oh wait, what if we do something like this? Is there any way that this Magic Archer hits the tower? Yeah, let's go! That's kind of comical that that worked. That was awesome. All right, we're going to go in for a drill in front of the tower. We're going to go for another demolisher, and we just keep springing around all the way around, my guy. It's whack-a-mole. But we're whacking your tower, and when you whack the drill, it just pops up with more ferocity every time. So, I don't think this guy was very happy. He's kind of going berserk, and maybe he's the leader of his clan now. After Goblin Drill put in mad work, we've pushed up to 6,005 in the world. And we got a Cannoneer in the banner. So, I bet you he is probably going to be playing a pretty fast cycle deck if he's not using Cannoneer. Usually, the beatdown decks are using Cannoneer right now, so then they can defend with less elixir spent. Then they can allocate more elixir on offense. This is one of those guys that has a Valkyrie and an Archer Queen, so I think he's probably running like Royal Hogs or something along those lines. We'll see, though. Could be running Drill. Anyway, we do want to go in for a knight here, and then we probably just want to tornado the Valkyrie to the middle so we don't have to spend as much elixir to counter it. It's nice because it goes towards the Demolisher. The Demolisher's like, nah, I'm not texting you back. I'm running away. Completely goes to the Valkyrie there. So at this point, I'd love to activate King Tower, but I don't have my NATO back in cycle for a bit. So I think our best play is just hitting him with a Magic Archer and then pulling the cage and not losing our Magic Archer. Unless he literally lightnings for a -2 trade. That's insane. Sometimes people are just built different in these type of games. Like, they will take any bit of chip damage they can if they feel confident on killing your evolved drill. But I don't know if he can be. How do you feel good about lightning on a Magic Archer like that? You spend so much elixir. Oh, you know what? If we can get the knight in front. Oh, dude, the knight turned back to stop the Valkyrie from hitting the Demolisher. He was too chivalrous for his own good. He's like, must protect the Demolisher at all costs. They demolished our chances of getting tower damage, which was the main goal of the Demolisher anyway. So he didn't really understand, you know. He wasn't along with the mission there. So I'm going to go for a Magic Archer, and I'm on a mission for going for our drill as fast as we possibly can. Definitely like activating King Tower, but this is also a pretty deliberate play to get more damage. Forcing out an Evo Valkyrie is hilarious because now we have Tornado and we also have Demolisher. So, like, what does he do, right? I think this is not looking great for my guy. It's going to do damage to everything, right? With the Magic Archer and the Demolisher, does he lose the Archer Queen? He literally lost the Archer Queen. He wasn't able to go invisible. That's awesome. No matter what he did, he can't hide from our damage. Oh, wow, that's not a fun card to match into. Electro Giant, oof. All right, let's go for a drill and then a Demolisher on the left side so we can keep up the pressure. Generally, in this type of environment, that is the strategy that we like to do the most. And then maybe even Tornado here. Okay, not going to Tornado anymore. That is spooky. All right, so we want to go in for our bomb tower in this placement, even though it's directly in the face of the Inferno Dragon. That means that he is going to have to get pulled as long as possible. Then we can drill on defense here, which y'all might think is stupid, but it's really not that bad. Let me tell you. You get to cycle through the evolution. You're also stopping the Electro Giant, which, you know, I mean, it doesn't hit the Electro Giant, so Electro Giant doesn't do reflection damage to it. It's a really good thing, so, you know, I vibe with it. So, cycling your drill on defense is an underrated play if you are playing against Bridge Spam or Electro Giant. Would heavily recommend that. All right, we're going to go in for a bomb tower here. It's obvious that the Inferno Dragon is going to be a nuisance, but I don't really care that much, to be honest. I think that we can be okay with the Tornado and then also a Knight, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Especially with the bomb damage, right? We're chilling. We're going for a drill on offense, and then y'all already know how this is going to go. Magic Man with a plan. Okay, forcing out the Archer Queen was not in our bingo card today, but I'm fine with it. Then go in for another drill in front of the tower and just be rambunctious with it. Going in for a Knight, and then possibly defending with a bomb tower and NATO. We'll see if we can kill the Archer Queen. That's the main scare tactic for me is if I don't kill the Queen, I lose. So we're going to go in for our Evolved Skellies on that. And we're taking a bunch of damage. That Valkyrie is a nuisance, man. A real menace. All right, so Electro Giant doesn't take my tower. We can go for a drill off to the side. And then we can maybe get our way through with the drill. And possibly, like, just use the Demolisher to kill the Skellies. Skellies are still alive, which super sucks. But it is what it is. We can NATO. Going for a Loggerino. And that should win us the game, right? Or not. I guess not. Very, very close, though. So I'll probably have to go for a drill directly on the tower, and that's going to spawn in twice and win us the game. It does spawn damage every time, so no matter what, if you kill the goblins, it doesn't matter. It's just going to take your tower. It's so stupid that the drill spawns in the tower 3 times, giving you guaranteed damage. It's what the evolved Goblin Barrel always wished it could be. And the worst part for the opponent is they know they lost. They just have to sit there watching the animation play out. Because each time you damage the drill, it spawns again on your tower, dealing spawn damage. Basically, the opponent had to pick which way he wanted to lose. Yo, this guy is a fellow Goblin Drill enjoyer, if I at least take his drill banner at face value. Anyway, I don't love the fact that that Spear Goblin hit my tower. That was not supposed to happen. We might have a mirror matchup on our hands here. I'm going to go in for our Demolisher in the back, and he is not running Demolisher. He might be running Spear Goblins instead. I bet you need Magic Archers here. So let's go in for prediction with Skeletons. And then it didn't happen. Feels bad, man. Sometimes I hit those, sometimes I don't. That was one of those moments that I was really feeling confident. Anyway, we are able to snipe that bomb tower with our Magic Archer. That is an amazing interaction. But this guy's not playing fair. He's got Valkyrie in a mirror matchup, it seems. So very tough situation. But Magic Archer is also not playing fair, sniping the opponent and saying it is a no drill zone at this point, bro. So I wonder if we can go in for Magic Archer to find most of our damage because the drills probably won't do it. Also, we definitely have to predict him going in for an aggressive magic archer here. So we're going to go in for demolisher. We just can't let him ever magic archer on my knight, or we would just lose the game because we're losing by a lot right now. We need to claw our way back, and we have to beat someone that has Valkyrie in a fast cycle deck when we're running a fast cycle deck with Drill as well. So like, he's got better defense than us definitively in his deck. So I have to play better than him to compensate for the matchup for him. I'm going to go Skellies here and then maybe Drill on the left side. I mean, I kind of have to keep going on the same side. We also have Magic Archers, so there's some possible plays that we can make. So even if this Drill gets countered, we can go in for a Knight and then also a Magic Archer at the same time. So I think that's our best bet. See how this goes. Gonna tornado this away. Yo, let's go. Hey, yo, we got you. That's awesome. And then we can log. Chillin'. We chillin'. We back in business. We're actually winning right now. Probably not for a while, but we are winning. If I go for a Drill and he goes in for a Drill, I wonder if that works for me. All right, we're going to Demolisher first. This is just a bit safer since it does do splash damage, so I do vibe with that. If it kills the Goblins, that's a huge win. Did not do what we were supposed to. Wait, I messed up. The Drill should have been spawning in front of the tower. It's going to activate King Tower now. I feel really foolish. That activates King Tower like every time. So not the best play on her end. It's fine, though. Wait, it didn't activate King Tower. How did it not activate King Tower? That's the first time that my Drill hasn't activated King Tower when I did that placement. Okay.
Write that down, write that down!
We got lucky. We'll take that. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Also, we can log this, and this is the first time he's dropped his Magic Archery the entire time, and I've made like 10 predictions on it. That is whack, my guy. You are a wackadoodle. And we whacked the Magic Archer down. There's no way I win this. That would be insane. He has the superior matchup advantage. Oh my gosh! He's going in for the prediction on the Magic Archer because he knows he has to, but the Magic Archer might still lock on the Bomb Tower. Yo, let's go, brother, man. And he's going to drop something. We can tornado it back. Yo, get predicted out here. That's insane. All right, guys. That was good. That was a good W. Beating someone with Valkyrie when you have Knight in the mirror matchup is not something that should happen often, especially when they have the faster cycle proponent with Spear Goblins, and you're sitting there with the Demolisher dragging down your average elixir cost while your opponent cycles circles around you. The lesson learned from that match is if you perform magic tricks slightly better than your opponent, your sleight of hand will capture the W. Our deceptively aggressive play at the end, forcing our opponent's prediction tornado on our Magic Archer, was the magical moment that allowed us to collect the win. All right, we got a game against a Pekka player in the banner, so we'll see what he's up to. Let the boys play. Whoa, sir. Are you going to be spamming Pekkas all over the map? I can't let you do that. We have strict forbidden limits of how much Pekka spam you can play. Because if that thing gets near my tower, it is not going to be fun for us in any way. I'm going to bomb tower a little bit later so that he doesn't get ready with a void and wreck us. That's just something that I've realized is like, if you drop a building early on and your opponent's got void or earthquake, it's a pretty sad time. Also, hilarious that the bandit had a change of heart. Oh my goodness. He dashed backward towards the Drill, allowing us the thrill of protecting our Magic Archer in perpetuity. Despite him going for a zap and a bandit, he ended up having to spend a lot of extra elixir there. Also, because I am a pretty feisty and ferocious sir with our aggressive Demolisher, we're just going to be keeping up the pressure. And it's annoying because it's basically wall breakers damage or more every time. It's like, hey, I countered your Electro Wizard and now I'm having fun as we are bashing your tower with some bombs too. I think we can go in for a bomb tower here. Kill that. I don't care if he voids. I think this is fine. Even if he Magic Archers, he should lose the Barbarians. And then I should be able to defend against the Magic Archer rather minimally. But I think it's better for us to NATO on the Bandit. Nice. And then we can counter the Magic Archer with a Knight. And then we can go Skeletons on top of the Royal Ghost. So if I played that a little bit better, I would have dropped the Skeletons near our King Tower. So then also we would have had the King Tower helping out against the Royal Ghost. But I guess it didn't matter anyway. We didn't take any hits. Ooh, okay, all right. I see you, sir. All right, we're going to log that back because we do not want to deal with Evolved Barbarians near me. Very annoying because the Electro Wizard could reset. And then if the Electro Wizard resets your tower and it starts targeting the Barbarians instead of the Electro Wizard, the Electro Wizard will just continuously reset your tower the entire time. So that's the #1 way that I lose this matchup is the Electro Wizard plus Battle Ram card combination. If you overcommit too hardcore and your opponent has an Electro Wizard and a Battle Ram on the other side, that's just an instant loss for me every single time. So I've done that so you guys don't have to. You can learn from my mistakes. All right, we can go in for a Knight here. I'm trying to make sure that he looks a lot on the other side. Ooh, bandit prediction on my Magic Archer. He's a smart sir. He's going to zap on these skeletons, so I can't do much about it. I'm going to go in for a Magic Archer on his, and then we can go in for a Bomb Tower here, and then we can also go in for a Demolisher afterward. The only thing I dislike about this is the Pekka is pretty close to my tower here. I might take one hit, and that's okay for me because our tower damage on the right side was a lot, so I can afford to eat one Pekka hit and not sacrifice a knight, so I can substantiate more aggression here. I think that that's the right play. I'm going to go Magic Archer as well, and then we can possibly go in for a drill as well, and then Tornado, depending on how we're feeling. I think this is good. Maybe you guys can flame me for this and say it's trash, but I hope we can trash our opponent here. If we kill the Magic Archer, that's a vibe. And the Electro Wizard might fall too. Yo, let's go. Okay, drill. Maybe? I don't know. Demolisher? Anything? Yes, sir! Look at that stupid card. He's stupefied by how that worked. I love it. All right, now we drill, and then we do this. Because if he goes Battle Ram, he has to go in with that Battle Ram to apply pressure, but he can't because he has to defend all this crap. All right, we can go in for a bomb tower here. We can also tornado, but genuinely, I don't think he's defending that, especially if we're able to tornado his units away. So then they really focus on offense instead of the goblins. Like, we are gobbling up his units here. So all we have to do is focus on this defense, and I should be able to hit it with a knight and then also evolve skeletons. Maybe going to go for a drill in front of the tower because the goblins spawn there a little bit easier than everything else. He's just going to poison and sap my king tower. He's like, whoa, get me out of here, Jake. Even when you don't have the spear goblins as an added resource of distractions for my Pekka and Bandit, I still lose. If you optimize your Goblin Drill deck with spear goblins over the Demolisher to counter all the Pekka and Prince Bridge spammers, you're going to have an even easier time. But with how much of the MVP the Demolisher was in that match, it's hard to swap him out. I literally lost track of how many times he splashed onto the tower, causing our opponent to lose the match. My guy gives us a good luck in the Save Your Tears clan. So, honestly, man, I don't think I have any tears to display today. I've just been having a lot of fun with this deck. I'm going to tornado on the skeletons and immediately eviscerate his chances of defending the drill. So, we see a skeleton army and a zap. That makes me feel like we are likely to play in against a beatdown deck, whether it's a Lava Hound deck, a Golem deck, or something crazy. So I'm ready for it. He's got the toxic clan, he's got the toxic strategy, and he is dropping a golem in the pack right now. So my dude is destined to bewilder with me with some other plays that I'm probably not prepared for. Strategy here is if you ever play against someone that goes golem, you do want to focus fully on defense here. We're going to drop our bomb tower in a placement where we should be able to stop those barbarians as a first thing of business. And then we can go for our demolisher here as well. Possibly going for more elixir, but I don't really need to. I think we can pull the baby dragon and the golem to the king tower. I might be wrong. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We shall see, my dudes. Yo, easy defense. Maybe not. I don't know if we lose to the Mother Witch or the Night Witch. I felt like that was really good, though. I'm proud of myself. I knew that I could pull it if I just did well enough. Okay, Magic Archer placement was awful. That was so ridiculously bad that I don't even know what to say, guys. I have no words for my misplay here, okay? Oh, I'm baffled by how bad that was. I might have some tears, guys. I definitely have some fears, to say the least. We did force out a lot of small spells, so maybe we can go for skeletons with this, and hopefully we don't get arrowed. He doesn't have a zap, so maybe we can just get those on the tower? Please? Oh, he arrowed me. Oh, I felt it, you know? I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just soloed dropping the drill by itself and nothing else. Anyway, you live, you learn, you play better. That is a very dead demolisher. I'm not going to sacrifice a knight at the river there. I'm going to wait a little bit. He'll go golem in the back and we'll knight at the exact same time, please. Yeah, let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And then we can go for Magic Archer and then we can drill in front. I wonder if we can kill the bats with a NATO. I think so. I believe we can do it. Okay, that tornado was okay. I mean, it could have been better for sure, but I'll take what we got here. All right, we're going to go bomb tower as well. Highly scared about this baby dragon, especially if you want to Evo Zap and be so rude, my dude. Hey, what if I do one of these? And then I go knight. And then I pull the bats away from me. Is there any way that we don't die? Is there a single way that we don't lose with these goblins in the middle? Can we deliver ourselves a dominant W? It's not dominant, but I mean, we can maybe get a win. All right, I'm going to try to defend this with skeletons afterward and then go for a drill in front of the tower just to tank for the baby dragon a little bit. And then possibly tornado and Magic Archer. I don't know. This is looking really, really risky. I want to do it. Who am I kidding? You guys know who I am. I'm the Magic Archer man. So I'm going to tornado and we're going to get a bunch of damage on the tower with that. Probably worth. I think it is. Especially with evolved skeletons. It's not like you can go for golem that easily. Yo, wait, you're golem in the back, but how are you planning on stopping this drill attack? There's no shot, right? There's no chance. Anything that he dropped can and will be used against him. So he's going to go in for that, but we Magic Archer, we NATO, we win. That's how it goes today, my dude. We're having your tower for din. GG. As you can see, we didn't really have to save our tears. Our opponent is in absolute agony with that rage emote. I'm actually in awe of this deck, how it's able to pull the golem all the way around the map and defend against bridge spam with distractions that feel like they're coming out of thin air. Magically arrow the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.